Hello everybody and welcome back to another Sports Hub exclusive series episode. As today I am currently here in Galveston and right behind me is the Galveston Pleasure Pier, but in just a bit I am going to make the hour drive up north to Houston and go into NRG Stadium to watch the Gold Cup final between Mexico versus USA. Now, despite the fact that this is the 8th Gold Cup final between these two teams, and I definitely have heard some people that are kind of annoyed the fact that it's Mexico versus USA again in the Gold Cup final. I think at the end of the day, this is still one of the best rivalry, not just in this region, but in the world itself. And, you know, there's been some very memorable Mexico versus USA Gold Cup final in the recent memories. And certainly coming into this Gold Cup final, Mexico would definitely want to get some revenge over the US after last time when both of these teams met in the Gold Cup final. It was the US winning 1-0 in extra time. It was a Miles Robinson goal that win it for the US in the Gold Cup. But Mexico are also looking to try to defend their crown as they won the last Gold Cup as well. So yeah, it's going to be a very fascinating game and I'm definitely very excited to attend this one. So yeah, come and join me now to drive up north to Houston from here at Galveston Beach to watch the latest edition of this Mexico versus USA rivalry from the Gold Cup final. All right, so we have just arrived here at Houston and there in the distance is where the stadium is. Now I have two choices right now. I can either take the easy way, which is basically take the light rail and take one stop to there, or I'll do the crazy way and basically walk from here all the way to there, which is about 25-minute walk. And so you can see the Astrodome right there next to the NRG Stadium. I'll probably just take the easy way because obviously I think walking in this weather, especially taking a 25-minute walk in a hot and sticky day here in Houston, might be a little bit too crazy for my liking.
Next station, siguiente estación, Stadium Park Astrodome.
Thank you for riding Metrorail. As a reminder, you must have a valid permit, and no drinking, eating, or smoking is allowed on board. Violators may receive a fine of...
Vuelve a la mina a la izquierda.
Ma'am, stay here, it's all open. Wait. Press the button.
So as I'm now making my walk to the stadium, here on the left side is the world-famous Astrodome, also known as the 8th wonder of the world in terms of stadium. It's hard to believe that it is still standing in the year of 2024, even though nobody really plays in that venue anymore. That used to be the home of the Houston Astros and also the Houston Oilers before both of them moved out. All right, so I've now made my way through the entrance, and I think the entrance is open right now. Usually the entrance doesn't open until an hour and a half before kickoff. That's at least how SoFi Stadium is. Last time when I went to a Gold Cup match in an NFL stadium, but it looks like it is open today because of course it's the Gold Cup final and they of course want to open it a little early, consider there are expected to be a big crowd tonight. And speaking of a big crowd, I'm expecting it's probably going to be a very pro-Mexico crowd anytime when you decide to play in Houston. And really, if you decide to play in Texas, you're obviously going to get a bigger Mexican crowd here than US crowd. So just made it inside the stadium and actually decided to take a different entrance here at this Phillips 66 entrance instead of the other entrance because this is actually closer to my seat. It looks like there's two different ways. There's the escalator or the ramp. I'm actually just going to take the ramp because why not? It seems like the line for the escalator is relatively long, and I think by the time I go up the ramp, I'm probably already up before all these people that are waiting for the escalator to go up to the stadium. All right, so I'm actually now in the club section. Now, I'm not quite sure if I'm actually allowed to be inside. I mean, they weren't checking tickets at the door, so I just make my way in here, and my goodness, it feels so nice to be indoor and with air conditioning compared to the weather that is outside. That is really hot right now in Houston. So let me see if I can get a chance to maybe get a view of the stadium. This might be a good chance just to get a view of the stadium, and look at that. Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. And I'm gonna say maybe I should just stay in here for the game, though I think the people sitting here might be actually obstructing my view. But yeah, this is a beautiful view of the stadium. I think the roof is closed because obviously you're not gonna open the roof when it's like 90-degree outside in Houston with humidity. All right, so I'm actually in this little balcony area. It's a shame the fact that this shade kind of blocks the way, but I do get kind of like a peak view here. The view here of the parking lot. So all the people down there in the courtyard, right, making their way into the entrance. What a view this is. Obviously, it doesn't give a view of Houston because I think Houston is actually on that side. I'm not quite sure, maybe that side also have like a balcony similar to this, but what a lovely view that is. All right, so I'm actually now on the other side of the stadium where this balcony is actually not covered by the Gold Cup banner, and you get a beautiful view of the Houston surrounding area. I believe somewhere behind there is downtown Houston there. Obviously, those buildings kind of unfortunately blocks the view as well. Alright, so I'm actually now at my seat, and as you can see, both teams are doing their pre-game warm-up. These are the Mexico players doing their pre-game warm-up, and then on the other side are the USA players doing their pre-game warm-up. And as expected, the roof is closed here on this retractable stadium. I mean, it's not a big surprise because you're not going to open the roof when it's like 90 degrees outside, but yeah, it's a very great view of the whole stadium. Very high up where I can basically see the game and also the tactical viewpoint of the game as well. This looks very familiar to SoFi Stadium when the opening match that I went a month ago, where they have the big mat here right above the soccer pitch. But this time they actually also have the inflatable goal trophy. Assuming that's going to be put right in the middle. All the players, of course, are making their way, and I think that's also where the pyro are there on the byline. Good ball. Oh, it went off the post. Did it go in? It went in. USA takes the lead. Now, I think this is gonna maybe go to review. I want to see a replay of this. I don't know if it crossed the line. The US fan celebrates here. It's a dream starts for the American 4 minutes in. Like I said, surprised. They might look at this. Well, they said the goal is good. They never show it on the replay. It's 1-0 US after 4 minutes.
Mexico! 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 Mexico!
So we're going to try something like the training ground here in Mexico. see because people were in the way here. I just realized part of the roof is actually open right now. Now, I'm not quite sure in the beginning if that was the case, but I guess I'm just trying to open the roof a little bit. You can see it is still very smoggy right now. This, of course, is because all the fireworks and the fire to make that happen. And you, of course, do that at a closed roof like this is. Obviously, that's why it feels very smoggy. It feels like it's very dreamlike in terms of this World Cup final that we're watching. Now here comes the U.S. Oh, that probably should have been a foul there. Turnover. Here comes the U.S. again. No foul. No foul as well. It's chaos in the box here. Mexico just trying to clear it. Oh, and that is skied over. That's halftime. So it's level at 1 apiece between USA and Mexico. So it's halftime here at Houston and here at NRG Stadium, and actually at a balcony right now at the stadium, and right behind me is the world famous Astrodome. But at halftime, it's 1-1 between the U.S. and Mexico. The U.S. of course got off to a dream start of this game, getting a goal just 3 minutes in, and I did look on the replay to see whether or not if the ball did cross the line when it bounced off the post, and indeed it did. But really for the next 30 minutes, Mexico really just dominated this game. They had all the possession. The U.S. just couldn't get out of their own half, just kind of getting hit deep and just couldn't connect any passes whatsoever, and eventually the pressure took a toll. Mexico does tie the game up thanks to a Raul Jimenez goal, and we also paid the late tribute to Diego Jota, who tragically passed away a couple of days ago in a car accident. But eventually the U.S. did kind of slow the game down a little bit, and then they had that one chaotic sequence right near the end of the first half where they almost had a chance to get the second goal off the game. But certainly it is still all to play for heading into the second half. I think Mexico has been the better team in this one, but there's no doubt that the U.S., heading into the second half, they need to be better in terms of passing the ball and really just try not to get pinned deep in their own half, because for the majority of the first half they were pretty much doing that, and if they do it again here in the second half, most likely Mexico is going to get that second goal. And really for Mexico, if they continue the pressure that they put in the majority of the first half, there's a chance that they can actually win this in regulation. And by the way, if this game does remain tied after 90 minutes, unlike any other Gold Cup knockout round that we see, we will go to extra time and potentially could go to a PK if this game remains tied after extra time. San Antonio than goal. Free header, but it's falling backwards. Just announced that is the highest ever attendance at NRG Stadium history, 70,925 for this Gold Cup final. Away. Here comes the free kick. He got the free. going to give Tim Reed, I think, the player of the tournament or something like that.
The best goalkeeper award presented.
Maybe actually that's the defender of the year. Best goalkeeper here.
These items with you on game day, please leave them in your car so you can check the
So it's just finished here at NRG Stadium, as in the end it's Mexico repeat as the Gold Cup champion, and most importantly getting revenge over the US in the Gold Cup final in 2021 as they win 2-1 in this game over the US, and certainly they deserve to win this one. Mexico was by far the better team in this one, and as I said at my halftime talk, if the US could not able to hold on to possession and string some passes in this one, they're probably going to lose this one, because Mexico was continuing to put all sorts of pressure in the second half, and eventually they were able to get that second goal. It was actually originally chopped off for offside, but they did go to VAR to see whether or not if indeed it's not offside, and it wasn't offside. It was a good goal. So yeah, certainly congratulations in terms of Mexico winning another Gold Cup, well deserved one. But for the US, yeah, they're definitely in trouble heading into the World Cup. I mean, there's already some frustration in the US fan base about this team right now, and I think after this loss, it's just going to add to the latest of more frustration that goes with this team, and more nervousness coming in for them in terms of them hosting the World Cup next year. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you guys leave a like, smash the subscribe button, and yeah, I of course will see you guys next time with another Sports Hub exclusive series episode.